Yen.
3 bamboos.
7 bamboos.
2 bamboos.
Hi everyone. Yesterday I played a few games, and one of them was a marathon game, 4-deal game, and I'd like to review that game. So let's go ahead and play this game. Yesterday I played. Just excuse me. That was my sound. Once my apologies. I just tested it. It all works fine. So let's go ahead. Here's the game. Okay, so this is my hand with two jokers, and then we have another one with the green and the white dragon and another joker. Oh, and we have some cracks in this hand and two jokers. That's looking really nice. You can already spot the hand number one, and let me double check on that. That's the hand number one consecutive run. You can all pretty much see it right here. Okay. So let's see, what is this hand? Longer dots. I believe this player is gonna go for the dots when you have many of them and some dragons and flowers. There are some options open. So let's move on and take a look at this hand later. But I would say go for the dots.
Wind.
Just get as many as you can. At least this is what I do when I see a longer suit on one color.
9
okay,
bamboos.
What is this hand? Let me check on this one. Two flowers. Oh, I see. That's two, and then two cracks, then two dots. And you can also see a dragon and a east wind and a south wind. South wind, however, doesn't really work on this hand. If you want to go for like numbers, as I can see it right here, so it's twos like numbers, then this east wind helps, the dragon helps, because with the east wind you can go for winds and dragons number 3, yes, and this hand doesn't require any flowers, but the flowers are good to have in case you wanna transition into like numbers number 1. So with this hand I see at least 3 possibilities, like real possibilities. It's the winds and dragons number 3, the like numbers number 1, and the like numbers number 2. Let's move on and see the next hand. That's actually my hand. This is me playing, so yeah. As you can see here, what I do is I try to get as many dots as I can, and I have a matching dragon. With a matching dragon, there are some options. At least I like one of them is odd numbers number 7. So with the dragon, you can have 1, 3, and 5, or 5, 7, and 9. Unfortunately, I do not have the 5. So I'm trying to find some other options to transition into, and as you can see, I got some 7s here. See the 7, 7, and then a 7 right here, and then another one right here. With these 7s, I can go for like numbers. So I have 2 options. I'm getting more dots for odd numbers, and there are some possibilities. There are hand number 5, for example, with a flower. You can do 1, 3, 5, and then 5, 3, 7, the second option, also with the flowers. And then if you have 2 flowers, just 2 flowers, then you can go for a closed hand, which is the 1s, then the 3s, and the 5s. So, and with the odd numbers, if you get the 5s, you can also go for hand number 1. Why not? So yeah, these are the options I'm keeping. Let's move to the next hand. During the Charleston, it's very, very much important to spot quickly the pattern that could work the best. For a quick win. This is the goal. You have to spot something quickly so you can quickly win. Wow, this is looking so nice. So nice. No wonder I had no chance in the first deal. Let me see this hand. So I believe this player is doing what I suppose, what I'm thinking is getting more dots, and take it from there.
Six bamboos.
Well, no match here, but she's getting rid of the East Dragon.
East wind.
Well, I would keep it. I would keep it for the Winds and Dragons. If you would get the West, then you pretty much have all everything you need. Okay.
One character.
So, yeah, I'm still keeping my options open, as I mentioned. The like numbers with the 7s, and then I have the longer dots that I'll decide later what to do. And look, this is all red now. Okay, the red dragon is being discarded.
Red dragon. South wind.
Okay, the south wind. Discarded. Well, that one, the south wind wouldn't help because the south wind goes with the odd numbers and the winds and dragons. You could do the same with the north and south, but you have to have an odd number instead of even number like she has. She has the 2s. Well, we have the first meld. The earlier meld leads to an early call. So this is true. As you can see, that hand on the left is getting close. I believe it's calling hand. I'll take a look at the next turn. I believe that hand is calling.
4 dots.
Okay, that's my hand. Same 2 options.
Green dragon.
Getting rid of the useless green dragon. Then we've got this. Oh, it's not ready yet.
1 dot.
Oh, is it? Let me see. What is this? 9, and then the 7 pong, and then it needs a pong of 8, and then 2 pairs. So yeah, this hand is waiting. It is waiting for a 7 or an 8. Very nice. Oh, no. This hand doesn't require flower, so it's 1 away. It's not calling yet. Sorry, I did not notice that flower. Yeah, it's not calling. It's 1 away, but it's very close. 85 tiles left. It's pretty good. That's a very good shape. And it's an open hand, so you can expose, you can claim a discarded tile. That makes it easier.
1 character.
And this hand, she discarded the. What did she discard? I thought that she's discarding the flower. No, the flower is better to keep in these cases. You don't want to discard the flowers. Flowers give you more options to transition into. Very crucial in this game.
Dots. Three bamboos. Bamboo.
Okay, so let me stop it. Let's see what options are open for this hand. Well, it's got two jokers. That's very nice. So what do we have? What do we have? I see one option that I typically like to go for is consecutive run number 6. With this consecutive run, you are required to have a pair of flowers when, well, there is one right now, right here. And then it requires a sequential run of pungs, of 4 pungs. So if we want to go for this hand, then I believe this hand is 3 tiles away from calling. So this for the 5s, the 6s, and the 7s could be used for that hand. In this case, it's 3 tiles away. Let's see what the other options are. The other options could be this one's kind of tough. There are no dragons. If there would be a matching dragon, that would be easier, maybe. Anyone knows what else can be done with this hand? I see a very good option is consecutive run number 6. Other than that, I mean, there are options. It's just I don't think any other option is better than this one. For example, if you want to go for 4 option number 5 odds, 5 7 9 5 7 9 missing, just 1 7 and just the 5s and not many flowers. If consecutive run number 1, you're missing the 3s, pung of 3s, if you go for lower numbers, and you're missing the 9s if you go for upper numbers, same thing. I mean, I think the best option is still the number 6, unless somebody helps me out and tells me the best option from here. Let's move on. I'd like to see the other
characters.
Hands. 80 tiles left. Still ways to go. And we know that there is one calling hand. I mean, not calling, it's just one away. Well, I believe this is... Yeah, I see the west wind. She discarded the east wind. And now she discarded the west wind. For some reason, she's keeping the 8s. Oh, I see why.
6 bamboos.
There is a hand and the evens number 6. I think that's the one she's going for. I'll take a look at the next turn.
9 dots.
And yeah, this hand is really looking nice. 77 tiles left, 1 tile away from calling. And this lady.
1 character.
Well, nothing changed. A useless 1 crack. Doesn't do much. Yeah, let me stop it here. So I do believe the 8 is being kept for the option number 6. 2 flowers. You need the 2s and 8 to match the dragons. So you got the 2s, you have the red dragons, and you got the 8s for the white dragon. Nice. So in this case, this is 3 tiles away. If you go for like numbers, then it's 4 tiles away, because if you go for like numbers number 2, you need to get rid of the flowers. So it's 1, 2, and then and yeah, so it's 4 away in this case. Let's move on. Okay, let's move on.
Nuts.
That's my hand. I'm still keeping 2 options,
8
as I said.
bamboos.
I'm going for the dots, and I'm going for the like numbers with the 7s. Wow, that's a match. Self Mahjong. See, no chances for anybody else. She already had a very, very strong hand during the Charleston. I believe it was 1 or maximum 2 tiles away from calling. So that's no wonder on a 7/7 tile, 77 tiles left in the wall, she has a self Mahjong. Very nice. Well done. Next deal. Okay, I'm missing my my video feed, so I just set it up. Okay, so let's see the hands. Let me take a look at this one first. Okay, we've got the north and south. That goes with, well, with the like numbers, but odd numbers. And I can see here is 1 right here, 1 right there. Yeah, that's not a bad start for, you know, an early Charleston. That's okay. And both are odds. And also with the dragons, yeah, if you get more dragons, you can kind of improve this hand if you go for like numbers. Let's move on. The greens, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 consecutive greens, looking not bad. And the matching dragon, so yeah, I would just, you know, get the greens in. Anything that's not green and not a joker, not a dragon, not a matching dragon, has to be discarded. With this hand, with this hand, I don't know. The reds are kind of looking nice. Again, you have a matching dragon, that helps. So, and this is like numbers number 3, winds and dragons, east and west. That's perfect. Look, she already has during the Charleston all her wins completed. Then what we have here is my hand. No, oh no, it's not mine. Yeah, it's mine. Is it mine? Yeah. No, it's not. Yeah, that was my hand. Longer BAMs. 5, 7, 9. This is a really nice hand, and the odds. You can do two things with 5, 7, 9. Actually, more than that, but two things with the flowers and with the tiles that that lady has. The first option is number 5 in the odds, and the second option is number 7. Okay, and this is me discarding. Yeah, I believe I'm going for like numbers, the Winds and Dragons, and this is the longer BAM hand.
7 dots.
I believe she's going for 5, 7, 9. I'll take a closer look next turn.
8 characters. Four dots.
West and east for like numbers. I believe this hand is 2 tiles away from calling, and this is my hand. I'm going for the option number 1 on Winds and Dragons, and I think I have a transition option. I'll talk about the transition options on the next turn for everybody.
8 dots.
Okay, Renee's got 2 jokers. She's guarding the 3 BAMs. What is she going for? I think other than going for cracks with the matching dragons, getting some flowers in, nothing better than that. If anybody sees something else, please let me know.
Booze.
And yeah, this next hand is 2 tiles away. That's all. And transitioning, well, there's not much you can do to transition. There are no dragons, no flowers. So the only option I see right now is the Winds and Dragons number 3. And this lady is 2 tiles away. However, there is a little bit of a problem. She doesn't have any 6 BAMs. She does have a 1 joker, so that's an issue. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next hand.
2 dots.
Okay, that's my hand. And as you can see, I'm going for like numbers, nothing changed. I'm going for like numbers number 2 on Winds and Dragons. I got another dragon, see? I'm keeping this because I have another transition option for like numbers number 2. If I get some flowers, I can transition into number 1, but that's unlikely because you need 4 flowers for the first option. So these 2 options are the best. The first option, that is Winds and Dragons number 2, is a closed hand. So you want to make sure you can keep your hand closed in this case. The other option is also closed hand with the dragons. So in this case, you want to click on auto pass if you play the game. Pass all. Let's move to the next hand.
8 bamboos.
Yeah, 5, 7, 9. I'd say with flowers. So she's looking to get more dragons or flowers in. That would help. That would be a very good setup if either dragons come in or the flowers. With both, you can do. With the dragon, I love this hand. It's the odds number 7. You just need the pongs of upper numbers or lower numbers. And this case would be 5, 7, 9, and then a pong of dragons and a pair of flowers. The other option, if she gets the flowers in, then that would be the option number 5. Did I say 5? First was the option number 7, which is closed option with the dragons, and the second option is number 5, which requires a Congo flowers, and that's all. The 5, 7, 9. You just have to get rid of the 6 and 2s. That's all. Let's move on to the next hand.
2 bamboos. 5 bamboos. Kong.
Okay, we got a first meld, the 5s. Sure,
2 bamboos.
that's right. That is hand number 5 with a bunch of flowers. And this hand, let me take a closer look. She's discarding the 4 dots. That's expected, because I do think she is trying to get going the cracks. Let's move to the next hand.
Four dots.
Okay, the like numbers, the winds and dragons.
7
nothing
dots.
Changed. She's got a useless 7. And this is my hand, the 5. No use.
5
Discard
dots.
it. Nothing changed. And this hand the same.
Green dragon.
Okay, so yeah, that's a match. That's the 3 crack.
1 dot.
And this is what I think it is. I think she is going for consecutive run number 6, the closed hand. Oh, no, not necessarily, not necessarily. I'll take a closer look at the next turn.
7 dots.
Because the dragons are not used in this hand. And she's keeping 2 dragons, so I think the primary option for Riichi could be something
8
else.
bamboos. South wind.
She's discarding the
4
4.
characters.
That must be something else. That must be something else. So it's 2, 3, 3, 4. Look, there's something with the dragon. 3, 4. Yeah, I think she's keeping options open for consecutive run and also for 1, 3, 5 with the dragon. Yeah, that's the hand number 7 in the odds. You can see that. You can see the 2 dragons. You can see the 5, 3, and 1. And she's keeping 2 and 3 in case she wants to transition into what? She just discarded the 4. Interesting. She might not be keeping that for nothing. I don't know. She might not be using that. But yeah, I see one clear option right here. Consecutive, I don't know. Iffy. Let's move on. 7 useless, but she
7 characters.
She defined that that joker into 6 bams.
4 bamboos.
6. I don't think there is use for 6.
6 bamboos.
9. Yeah, she's discarding that. There was no use for the 2 and 3.
dots.
She just discarded the 4 cracks first for some reason, and that confused me. I thought maybe there is something else
3
going,
dots.
but it's not. Nine cracks.
9 characters.
No use. Another flower. So much needed
6
flower.
bamboos.
One tile away. This hand is 1 tile away.
3 dots.
This is not. Or maybe yes. Let me check. Let me check. Well, it is. No, it's not. There is a 9 right here, and there is a 2. So I think these 2 tiles are extra. Otherwise, it's odds number 7. Very nice hand. Love this hand. Okay, let's move for the next hand.
Two dots.
My hand.
8 characters.
My hand is actually 1, 2, 3 tiles. No, more than that. More than that. Not looking very good.
2 characters.
This hand, 1 tile away, I believe. Let me double check again. What is this? Flower. Oh yeah, she needs 1
2
more flower.
dots.
Yeah, 1 tile away. Okay, the like numbers.
White dragon.
Also 1 tile from calling. Not away, from calling. Did she have
4
6
characters.
bams, I believe? Maybe something else needed that? How come? Is it in the discards? Did
1
she discard the 6
character.
bams? Because this is hard to finish without the 6 bams.
9 characters.
Okay, so yep, 1 east wind is extra.
East
this hand
wind.
requires only a pair of east winds. Then what do we have? That's my hand.
5 dots.
Well, still million ties away from calling. Not looking good. I do have some options, but the tiles just not coming my
2
way.
characters.
Wow, that's another joker.
8 dots.
Yeah, 1 tile away from calling. This one, not so much. She needs 6 bam, and I believe she had 1 in the
1 dot.
hand. Didn't she accidentally discard it? Yeah, my hand.
7 bamboos.
Still 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2. Actually, not as bad. Maybe 2 tiles away. I'll check that on next turn. And
9
this one,
characters.
useless 7, doesn't help. Here, no progress.
9 bamboos. Kong.
Okay, another
7
melt.
characters.
And she's waiting. She's waiting for a flower. Nobody knows. She needs a flower. I mean, what means nobody knows?
West
Some
wind.
do. I actually did. I think there is one game. It clearly shows that I'm reluctant to discard a winning
9
tile.
dots.
I don't think it's this time, but let's see who's going to discard the flower, because it's kind of obvious that she might be waiting for a flower.
4 dots.
There's two things she's waiting. She could be waiting. We know exactly it's flower, but the other players might not know. So the other players might think it's 7 if you analyze this hand, of course. And actually, if you analyze this hand, there is nothing else that matches this pattern. So if it's 9 and 5, open 2 kongs, there's only one option. It's the 5 and the odds. 6. She's got a joker. She converted it into a 6.
South wind.
Well, it can't be used for a pair, but she can make a pair from the other pongs she has. Okay, here, my hand, 4 useless.
4 characters.
So I'm still about 2-3 tiles away, maybe, from calling. This one is a waiting hand,
3
and it's
characters.
obvious what she's waiting for. There are 2 options, 7 and the flower.
Three bamboos.
Okay, the 2 bams. Discard it. 3
2
in.
bamboos.
Still not getting better. And with this,
2
nothing
characters. In. 3 bamboos. Three dots.
a 6. I don't think it requires...
3
oh yeah,
characters.
there's a Kong actually in this hand. Yes, that's right. Okay, me discarding the dragons.
Green dragon.
I keep this 3 for what reason? Why do I discard the dragon first and keep the 3? I think I just decided I'm getting rid of the dragons, that's all. Because you can see the greens are out. 3 of them. I mean 2 were before and I discarded the 3rd. And I have a better case and the wins for wins and dragons number 3.
9 dots.
Oh, I mean number 2. With the north and south. Yeah, I'm discarding the next dragon.
Red dragon.
Flower. See, the flower is dangerous, so I got the flower, and you can see that they'll hold to it. I'm not going to discard it because look at this hand. It's
4
obvious
characters.
that somebody might need a flower. It's like 50-50. You have to read other hands. You have to. I think
4 bamboos.
Will discard a flower later. She's getting close to her hand and she has no option as risking and discarding a flower.
3 dots.
Red.
Red
I've discarded
dragon.
down previously. There are 32 or whatever tiles left, You want to be careful, especially if you are few
6
tiles away.
characters.
Your hand is not ready to call. I mean, it's ways until it's ready to call. At 30 tiles, like you look at my hand, I would fold. You know, just make
7
sure
characters.
not to discard anything that somebody else can use for a win. Yeah, she's making a pair out of the 6
characters.
cracks, and then she needs to complete a pong with a 6 bams.
3 bamboos.
Well, let's take a look at my hand. Am I ready? Kinda, but I do not need the flower. You see that? I'm going for Winds and Dragons number 2, and the flower is extra. I don't need this. I also have an extra wind. And this flower is really dangerous. We know that somebody's waiting for a flower, and see what happens next. Who is going to discard it? Who is going to make that
South
mistake?
wind.
It's obvious. You do see that based on the 2 melts that this lady has, it's obvious that if she's waiting, then she's waiting for a 7 or a flower. And yes, Riichi discards the flower because she draws 1 and she has too many, and she loses twice points as everybody else.
Mahjong.
Yep, Mahjong. Okay, that's the second deal, and we have a leader. I think that's the second game in a row. Abby wins. Is it correct? No, I think no. Minus 50, minus 50, minus 50. And now we have Abby with 250, Riichi minus 100, and everybody else with minus 75. Okay, let me take a look at this hand. If you get this hand during the Charleston, so what do you do? She discards 8. Eight and 2. And the dragon. Okay, so what is the plan then? Is it 6, 3, 9, 3, 6, 9? Maybe, but maybe not. Not sure. It's hard to say at this point. But if that would be my hand, what would I do? What would you do if that would be your hand? Anybody in the chat? I think 369 is not too bad actually. 9, so you have 5 tiles. When you have 5 tiles and a very early Charleston that matches your pattern, it might not be as a bad option actually. If that's not the 369, what else? What else? Maybe she is going for odds. She's discarding, see, the evens and the dragon. Perhaps it's odds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 6 odd numbers left. And then you have 5 numbers that match the 369. So I guess either of this. Let's move to the next hand. Is that my hand? Yeah, I think so. So what do I do then? I got dragons. I have two dragons. When I see two dragons, I immediately try to check my hand for possible like numbers. Then, if I see so many cracks, I got like 5, 6 cracks, and I have a matching dragon. Well, in this case, I would keep my cracks and I would keep my matching dragon because there are some options. If you have, your hand full of one suit and a matching dragon, you're gonna be good. So this is what I'm going to do. I think I don't remember what exactly I was doing, but I think I'm trying to get in the cracks. And with the two dragons, I also try to manage to have a like number. So I would probably discard something that is not like number and not cracks. Let's see what I do. Yep, I discarded the one crack though. Okay. This hand, let me check this hand. She discarded the 3, 7 and 8. And perhaps, why did she discard the 8 though? 3, 7, I understand. But looks like she's keeping the even numbers. Maybe that was a mistake, but I see here a clear shot on even numbers. If that were me, that would be my first choice. You have the hand number 2, which requires 2, 4, and 1 suit. You see it right here. And then 6, 8, and a different suit, and 8 is being discarded. And 3 is being kept. I don't know, but my option would be odds. Maybe perhaps number 2, number 3, even number 4, and even number 5. Sometimes it happens. The Charleston, yes, I think everybody goes for next Charleston with their hands. Okay, Renee's got some wins going, dragons. I believe she might try to go for wins and dragons. Look, you have 3, 7, 8 tiles. That's pretty good. That's the second Charleston now, but that's still alright. And I think this is a clear shot for wins and dragons for the section. And then you get the wins, more dragons, and then you try to find the right pattern later on. So at this stage, all you do is try to get more matching tiles for the section you're aiming for. Okay, that's the next one. What is here? What is here? What is here? Interesting, interesting. 6, 7, 6, 7, and 8, maybe. That's a possibility. Consecutive run number 5. Seven, 7. Depending on how you play it, what you discard, but you could still keep an option open for like numbers because you have a pong of 7, then you have another 7 right there. But nah, I don't know. This isn't the best option, that's for sure. I think somewhere in a consecutive run, maybe 5, hand number 5, or maybe hand number 2. I think this is going somewhere there. Okay, there's a 5. Yep, the reds are looking really nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7, 9. Interesting. threes for some reason are still in. I think she decided to go for a specific hand, so specific pattern and the even numbers, which is
7 dots.
2, 4, 4, 6, 8. This is why she discarded the 8 and the dots. She was sure what she's going for. That's great.
2 dots.
If that were me, would be me, I don't know. If there was room, I would still try to keep some options, some different options to transition into
9
just
dots.
in case. Okay, right here, nothing changed. The 2 is
2
being
dots.
discarded. So the tiles for consecutive run, as I said before, are
9
being kept.
bamboos.
Okay, the 5's out.
5 bamboos.
Yeah.
8 characters.
A joker in, that helps. Jokers are always nice.
Three dots.
Yep, she's discarding the lower numbers, she's keeping the upper numbers, so that's a clear sign for consecutive run.
9 bamboos.
Right here, we have all the reds.
9 dots.
Okay, flower.
4 bamboos.
Yeah, she's keeping the flower because there are 2 options with the flowers. However, the options with the flowers require either dragons or
8
the winds only.
bamboos.
So you don't have an option with the flowers, winds, and dragons under winds and dragons, unfortunately. Okay, let me take a closer look at this. This is what? Why is she discarding the 9? 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I always point at this hand, consecutive run number 6, but most of the time players are not going for that hand. So I'm not sure why 9 is out. Dragons are being kept. The dragon is being kept. So perhaps maybe she's going for consecutive run number 6. If with the dragon, you still need the 1 characters and flowers. The flowers you actually need in either way for consecutive run and for the odds.
Characters. Three dots. Three bamboos.
Okay, still, see, the lower numbers are being discarded, the upper numbers are being kept. So it is a consecutive run, I believe.
7 bamboos.
Let's take a closer look at the next turn. And this hand is number 4.
3 bamboos.
And this one, Winds and Dragons.
1 bamboo.
And she's got another joker. Her hand is looking really nice now.
6 characters.
6 being discarded. Yeah, I wanted to take a look at this hand. I think she's converting into the dots. Or she's going for 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Maybe. Yeah, there are some options. There are a few things you can do with this hand. 7 cracks. Discarded.
7 characters.
I think she does need some flowers.
7 characters.
1, and there is another flower.
1 bamboo.
Yeah, the flowers are not really useful in Renee's hand. And this 6 being discarded.
6 characters.
Wow, that's my hand actually. Oh, look what happened here. Look what happened here. I was trying to build my my cracks for a consecutive run, maybe consecutive run number 6, but as you can see, no flowers. And also I was trying to, do maybe 1, 3, 5, but look, I've got a pung of 4 cracks, and I have 2 cracks, so that's 4 tiles that would be extra. So what I decided is actually go for queens, and I decided that at this moment when I got the 4th joker. When you get many jokers, try your hand for against queens. You get more points, and you know what? In my case, that was the closest hand anyway. Look now what happens. I'm actually winning this deal.
Red dragon.
Okay, same thing. That's the even
1
numbers.
character.
Number 4, nothing changed. And right here, nothing changed. The useless 9 cracks.
9 characters.
And here, as I pointed out before,
1
it's the
character.
consecutive run. Perhaps it's the number 2. And that's an 8, useless 8, but I have so many jokers.
8 characters.
When you have many jokers, that means the other players don't. You have 4 jokers. What are the odds that somebody else has also 4 jokers?
9
Not as many.
characters.
So when you have 4 jokers, you have a really straight shot to win. You must win. Unless you mess up
3
and find
characters.
some other hand that won't work. There was one time I had like 4 or 5 jokers, but I was looking at some hand that had three pairs.
Quint.
You don't want to go for pairs with the jokers. If you have jokers, try to find something, that doesn't require pairs.
1 character.
For example, this queens doesn't require any pairs, and there are so many hands, especially the closed ones, the last hand and each section.
6 bamboos.
Most of the time they do not require pairs. I mean, not most of them. I mean, some of them do, but most of them still don't.
9 bamboos.
Okay, so what's here? Yep, same thing. Not
6
much changed.
dots.
I believe that's the same consecutive run, and the next one
Pung.
is actually my hand. And
8 bamboos.
6. Okay, let me see this hand. Yeah, that's right. That's the right hand. As I pointed out before, Okay, she's discarding the
West
west wind. Is she getting rid of... she doesn't need so many. No, she does actually for...
7 dots.
oh yeah, with the flowers, there is one hand that requires only pair of west winds. Okay, I'm discarding the west wind also.
Eight bamboos.
Okay, dragon.
Green dragon.
Yeah, she's discarding the dragons, keeping the winds. She's going for winds and dragons with the flowers. I mean, with the winds and dragons section, but only
2
with
dots.
the winds and flowers. This is what she's doing. But she won't be able to complete this hand because I'm going to win this
2
deal
characters.
with the queens. Okay, now the joker in this hand.
8 bamboos. Six bamboos. Five dots. White dragon.
Okay, did I progress this time? Did I have something good? No, not yet. I'm one tile away from calling. 54 tiles left.
Green
I
dragon.
think I intimidated some players with my quint melded. I could have.
5 bamboos.
Yeah, 5's being discarded, so it's
5
6, 7, 8,
bamboos.
9. It's the number 2 on the consecutive run. This one is my hand. I am getting
1 character.
a flower. Useless flower. I'm keeping it for now.
7 characters. Nine characters.
Okay, this hand is still about 3 tiles away from winning. How about this one? 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be 1, 2, 3.
7 characters.
1, 2, 4 tiles away from calling. My hand is 1 tile away from calling.
5 dots.
And this hand 4,
7
6,
dots.
2, 4, 8, 8. I believe it is just 1. Well, she doesn't really
Red
need that
dragon.
flower no more. That's too much. Okay, the 5's being discarded. So it's 1, 2,
5 bamboos.
3, 4, 4 tiles away from calling. Wow, such a match. And now I'm waiting for
Orchid.
somebody to discard a tile that I can't win from. It would be better if I would draw it myself from the wall. I would get so many match points. But
9 bamboos.
you don't want to take any chances, and if somebody discards a tile that you can win, I would just win.
Orchid.
Okay, the dragon's out.
Green dragon.
So let's see who's gonna have my winning tile. My winning tile is the 4 or 5.
2 characters.
I have a two-sided weight, which is not bad.
4 bamboos.
Yeah, I believe this player is going to discard the 4 cracks. She doesn't need the 4 cracks.
Red
she
dragon.
is actually leading. So I'm going to win some of her points.
North wind. South wind.
And let's see if she's discarding that 4 cracks right now.
Kong.
Nope. Somebody melded
White
the
dragon.
south winds. Yeah, that's the hand number 4. Now the south wind. Is she stealing
South
this?
wind.
Yeah, she must be stealing it. That's right.
White dragon. Six characters.
Okay, and here comes my win. No, not yet. She's discarding the 1 dot first. She'll discard the 4
1
cracks
dot.
later. Does she think it could be dangerous?
White dragon.
Maybe. If you see a quint like that, do you really think that the tiles near
3
like
characters.
the 4 and the 2 would be dangerous? Probably yes. However, there are some other options
4 dots.
with the quints. So it's not necessarily that you're going to
Tongue.
lose by discarding a 4, but it is a higher chance, which will happen
4
right now.
characters. Mahjong.
Okay, good, and that's 45 points for the hand. And this is the last deal I will be playing today. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's see. Okay. Okay, a bunch of reds. I will just keep the pattern going. I would keep all the cracks in, and matching dragon, of course. Right here we have north and south wind, which is great for like numbers. And she does have a 2 and 2, and then a red and a white dragon. This is perfect scenario for like numbers. Right here, all I can see is some consecutive run. Perhaps could be converted into like numbers. As you can see, 7, 7, 7 right there, 8, 8, 8 everywhere. you know what, I would try to do something with this. Here, here we have the even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 2. So during the Charleston, all you do is discard the odds and get in the even numbers. And I believe this is my hand. Yep, I'm not winning with this hand, but I will fold, I remember. And I will fold for a good reason. I'm trying to keep my score. As you can see, I have 105. The leader has 160. So I'm being cautious during this game. I don't wanna discard the winning tile and lose most of the points at the table. Okay, so as I said, here we see some consecutive, perhaps converting into like numbers. This hand has really good transition options, I believe. Okay, the one crack, no use here with the all
one
evens.
character.
We have a longer run of cracks, and this lady is discarding everything that is not cracks. She's keeping all the cracks, and when she gets enough of them, then she'll decide what exactly she's doing. Or maybe she has decided already.
5 bamboos.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I just want to see everything that I have, and then I decide which pattern would work best for me.
1 bamboo.
And right here, still the same thing. Nothing changed. Okay, yeah.
3
As
characters.
We can see, more tiles, more even numbers getting in. My hand is actually not bad.
North wind.
But somebody's gonna win this hand, and that's not gonna be me. I believe Riichi is winning this hand. I remember the last deal is her.
8 dots.
Okay, the 9 bams, discard.
9 bamboos.
So, yeah, it's going for, 7, 8, 7, 8. The pairs, maybe consecutive run number 5.
6 bamboos.
Converting it into, and same thing, and at the same time you go for like numbers. I like this setup. And okay, let's
3
see this
dots.
cracks. Nothing changed. A useless soft tile was drawn from the wall. And now, okay, 1 bam being discarded.
1 bamboo.
And this hand is looking nice. All the winds and dragons. Okay, 6 being discarded, only 7 and 8 being kept. Okay, let's look at my hand. I'm still struggling to get rid of
7
all
characters.
my odds. As you can see, I'm discarding the tile from the wall, which is 7 cracks. And the 2 bams discarded by
2
by
bamboos.
Abby. She needs all the cracks. And perhaps the matching dragons and flowers. Other than that, she'll probably be discarding everything else.
4 dots.
And right here, Riichi is not getting a good tile from the wall. So, okay, right here, same thing. 1 crack.
1 character.
Okay, let's see what I get. I get another odd number.
3 characters. Five dots.
5 dots. 5 cracks.
5 characters. 6 bamboos.
See, I'm not getting
9 dots.
any even numbers. Anything I'm getting is odds, so I have to discard it immediately, and I can't really improve my
5
pattern.
bamboos. One character.
West wind.
West wind.
This is the last hand I'm playing today. I stream every weekday at 3 p.m. Pacific time.
6 bamboos.
Please tune in if you'd like to watch the replays and analyze to improve your
7
skills.
bamboos.
Feel free to tune in to my channel. Okay, no improvement again.
1 bamboo.
This hand, the next one with the 7 and 8, been improving quite some. She's discarding
Green
the
dragon.
So maybe she is going for consecutive number 5.
5
So
dots.
she's not going probably for like numbers, which is a possibility with that hand. Okay, 1 bam. No
1
use in this
bamboo.
hand. Nothing changed.
3 characters.
Okay, the green is out.
Green
Right side,
dragon.
7, 8.
Three dots.
But this is singles and pairs, isn't it? Let me double check that hand again. It's not really the consecutive
Green
run
dragon.
as I thought before, because with that consecutive run, you need not only 7, 8, but you need the 9
5
tiles
bamboos.
too. So, and this one I see is actually singles and pairs. Check this out.
1 dot. One dot.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm drawing all the odd numbers, so I can't improve my hand at all.
8 bamboos.
Okay, this one's got a bunch of cracks, so soon she's gonna decide which way to go. The flowers, Renee's discarding the
Orchid.
flowers, so that means she is going for winds and dragons, both. Last time she decided to go for 4 with the flowers,
5 dots.
which worked well. This time doesn't look like that. Okay, and what we have here, I got
3
another odd
bamboos.
number. As you can see, every single tile I pick is an odd number.
9 bamboos.
And 9.
9 characters.
Or Renee must be going for number 1, maybe. Maybe she will discard the dragons at some point. I think it really depends on what she'll be drawing
dragon.
from the wall. But the problem with the winds and dragons look, the greens are out.
3 bamboos.
These 3 of them I see in the discards. Now there's 1 white out.
1 dot. Four bamboos. Red dragon. Four bamboos. Six dots.
Nothing changed.
Three dots. Nine bamboos.
That hand could be converted into consecutive run anyway,
Eight
as
bamboos.
long as you get another 9 in some suit, so you could do that. This one's looking nice. The red dragon. Out. So let me see what is this player up to then. She has the full set now. Okay, so what you can do from here, you can do 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So yeah, I think that's consecutive run number Y. 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And no flower is needed actually.
Six bamboos.
Four crack, bams, no use.
Four bamboos.
Interesting hand that is number 4.
One
I
character.
never tried it, but I think that number 4 hand is pretty good. With the consecutive run, you have a really good option into going to consecutive run or going into singles and
Four
pairs,
characters.
depending on what comes in from the wall. You can make up your mind later on, and I believe this is what happened with this lady. She is trying to go for singles and pairs. She has no jokers, nothing to lose. Typically when I have a joker or two, I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Dots.
Jokers are so good, and I find some other options.
Red dragon. Four characters.
Yeah, that's correct. I was right. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is just the wins.
Red dragon.
No, it's actually maybe number 4 also. I need to check closer into that hand. For some reason I thought that Riichi discarded a flower before. Okay, I got the joker, at least I got a match, so I made up my mind.
Two bamboos.
I want to do something, but I will run out of time. Somebody else will do it quicker than me. I'm not I think that's Riichi. I don't remember exactly, but I believe that was her. So if it is her, she is 2 tiles away from calling. She needs to get rid of her dragons, and yes, she does have a match. She has the east wind. That matches the pattern she's going for. And now she's just 1 tile away from calling.
6
right
characters.
Here we experience the singles and pairs.
Two bamboos.
Yeah, my hand is not close to calling. I believe it's about 3-4 tiles away. So, and there are 27 tiles left. Even if you don't see any melts, you still want to be cautious when you discard your tiles. For example, you have 26 left. What are the chances that I am going to win with like 3-4 tiles away from calling? I don't think there is much chance
9
to win.
bamboos.
So at this point, I will try to discard less dangerous tiles.
3
the ones
characters.
that have been discarded before. Okay, now the flower. Well, the actual
9
flower
characters.
helps. There is odds number 5 with the flowers. 1, 3, 5. She is probably converting her hand.
9 dots.
Let me check that hand again, but I think she could go into 5. And that's a 4 crack, no use.
4 characters. Four
crack.
characters.
See, I'm discarding a 4 crack. I try to be as safe as possible, as I do understand at this point that I'm not winning.
Plum.
I'm trying to have a draw so I don't lose any of my points. But somebody's winning, I think. Look at this hand. So this hand is calling.
White dragon.
She is probably calling for any of these wins. Let's see. There are a couple. Yeah, at least on the north wind she's
4
calling.
bamboos.
Let me check on the next turn. I think the calling tiles are the north wind for Riichi.
Green dragon. Three dots.
9 dots. Now,
9 dots.
Southwest, east, west, south. Yes, it's the south and north she's waiting for. So let's see who's gonna
2
get this lucky tiles.
bamboos.
See, I got a south wind. But my point is here, I actually realized that somebody is actually going for wins, and because look at the discards. By looking at the discards, you can see that not many wins are out. So when you see that, and you have some other options to discard, I would keep the wins. And see, I actually have the winning tile. I have the south wind, and I'm keeping it. Look what I'm doing. See, the joker is being discarded.
Joker.
At this point, I'm like, you know what? I need no surprises. A joker is the
7
safest
dots.
tile ever, so I discarded it first. I'm very, very much concerned about that south wind I have on my hand.
8 bamboos.
And look, this next hand, the singles and pairs, is 2 tiles away from calling. Well, there are only 6 tiles left. No chance. I wouldn't even try. I would probably discard
6
the
dots.
joker. Come on. I mean, not 6, 9, whatever tiles. Still not much. Not much at all. This is what I'm doing next. I'm discarding something that is safe. As you can see, somebody discarded the 6 just
dots.
now. So I'm discarding my 6. Just to be safe. And yep, somebody is not as safe as I am.
North wind.
And that's a loss. 7 tiles left. What are the chances? You want to discard the joker instead. And Riichi is winning on that discard.
Mahjong.
Congrats, Riichi. Well done. Thank you very much for watching. I play every day, every weekday from 3 to 5 Pacific time. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.